Danielle Brinkley with South College, and today I want to talk to you about Tennessee Senate Bill 1279 and also House Bill 1238. As introduced, this bill will require verification of United States citizenship or lawful presence for each applicant over the age of 18 who applies for prenatal care through the Department of Human Services and also through the WIC program that is administered by the Department of Health. The physical impact of this bill will likely result in a decrease in eligibility or eligible participants in the WIC program and could jeopardize a significant portion of the federal funding for the state of Tennessee that is currently received for WIC, the WIC program. However, the true extent and timing for such impacts cannot be reasonably determined. WIC is a federally funded program. It's designed to provide supplemental food assistance and nutrition education to low-income pregnant, postpartum, and breastfeeding women, infants, and children until the age of 5. Individuals who apply for prenatal care or the WIC program are exempt from being required to provide verification of United States citizenship or lawful residence at this time. Federal funding for WIC is awarded in two components. It's awarded in food grants and nutritional services and administration grants. Grant funding is dependent on the number of eligible participants for each state. NSA grants cover the cost of staff employed in local WIC clinics and health departments across the state. Based on information provided by the United States Department of Agriculture, the average monthly participation in the years of 2017 through 2018 for the WIC program in Tennessee was 127,814 participants. During those years, Tennessee received 69,427,984 from the WIC food grant and over $41 million from the NSA grant. The Department of Human Services does not currently collect citizenship information for these programs. Therefore, the number of individuals participating in these programs who would not meet the verification recommendations if this bill was to pass, or should this bill have passed, is unknown. The number of staff reductions in local WIC clinics and health departments as a result of a decrease in NSA funding is unknown. Passage of this legislation would likely result in a decrease in eligible WIC participants and could jeopardize a significant portion of the federal funding received for the special supplemental food program for women, infant, and children. However, the extent and timing for such decrease cannot be reasonably determined. Summary of the social impact of the proposed bill. This bill would bar persons living in the state of Tennessee without citizenship or with a deferred action for those that arrived when they were under 18, childhood arrivals, from having access to prenatal care through the Department of Human Services and from WIC participation. Both programs are federally funded, and this bill would also affect lawful residents and employees in that there would be a reduction of federal funding to these programs, and then therefore there would be a job decrease, and so lots of these programs would possibly close, and as a result there would be layoffs. It would give way to closely related legislation such as House Bill 662 that would deny birth certificates to children born in Tennessee if they don't have a mother or father who is an established citizen. Recommendations for needed changes to the bill. Currently, the Tennessee General Assembly is closed and they're not set to reopen until next year. And there are no official recommendations for rewriting or reintroducing this bill. And my personal recommendations is that it stays permanently dead. Overall opinion regarding the proposed bill. My opinion is that providing medical health and nurturing services is something that the United States provides for their prisoners of war the world over. to not also provide that for pregnant women carrying babies regardless of their citizenship is immoral. As Tennessee recognizes that life begins at conception, those neonates are not only citizens of the United States, but also the state of Tennessee, and as such they have constitutional guaranteed rights that the state must abide by. Practices that deny health care and nourishment to the neonates via their incubator, also known as their mother, is harmful to their health and wellness, and as citizens, this is unlawful. I also am concerned about the potential impacts such as legislation could mean to indigenous mothers and neonates that are native and living on in the reservation system, their eligibility to federal health and nourishment programs if services are sought outside of the reservation. Thank you for your attention.